Hello, my name is Steve Smith. I'm the director of the National Institute of Fire and Safety Training, NIFAST. Our goal is simple: work to reduce the number of lives that are lost each year in a residential fire. Over 3,000 lives and $7 billion of property damage occur each year in those residential fires. Achieving that goal can only be accomplished through education, awareness, training, and partnering with product manufacturers that provide homeowners with early warning tools to alert the occupants in the event of a fire, items to help the occupants escape a fire if one should occur, and products that extinguish a fire before it gets out of control. Education and awareness is the key to this program. Knowledge and preparation equals safer lives. Today, we'd like to highlight one of our partners, the Stoveranger, and introduce you to a simple, cost-effective way to protect you and your family from loss in a residential kitchen fire. The number one cause of residential fires and fire-related injuries occur right here in the kitchen. This product, the Stoveranger, was designed and developed to help reduce those injuries and minimize the loss to your property. NIFAST is proud to have partnered with the Stoveranger to make this product cost-effective to every homeowner in America. I'd like to introduce you to George Wober, the designer and creator of the Stoveranger product. George, welcome. How are you today?
Doing fine, Steve. Thank you.
George, just tell us a little bit about your product and how it works.
Absolutely, Steve. The Stoveranger was developed to, of course, put out fires on electric stoves. The triggering devices on the Stoveranger is unique in that it doesn't need direct heat or direct flame contact. The heat of the fire is actually what will melt the triggering devices and deploy the powder.
Could you take a minute and show us how to install it, and maybe we could take a look at how the Stoveranger actually works?
Okay, the Stoveranger is very easy to install. It takes no tools, and in the package with the box there will be a packet of springs and a measuring device. The measuring device is the first piece of equipment you want to pull out of the bag. It has color codes on it, and what you do is you hold it to the back of the hood range and you look for the color that will show up at the end of the hood range. In this case, it's the yellow. So in our packaging device, there are springs and they're color-coded on the ends. So you're looking for the yellow springs, which these are painted yellow on the end. All you need to do is load those into the end of the tubes. Then take what we call the push rods. It is also in the pack. You set the springs. Then we have we call it a dimpled mounting device, and it has double adhesive tape on the back. And this is stuck up into the back of the hood. Once that's in place, you load the Stoveranger into the back of that, spring it forward. Once it's installed, you check for location, which you find the front burner, the center of the front burner, go back 3 to 4 inches, and that's where your pivoting devices are, which are the screws in the unit. Have those set, and then you have locating an O-ring that actually will lock the unit into place, and you're installed.
Wow, George, this is awesome. What a simple product to install. With the device installed, do these two devices cover all 4 burners?
All 4 burners, Steve.
How does that work? Does one side cover 2 on that side and the other one covers 2 on the other side?
Absolutely. Whether it's a fire on the back burner or the front burner, this unit will cover that, and likewise on the other side.
Do you think we'd be able to light a kitchen fire to simulate what would happen in the kitchen when there is a fire and see the product in action?
I'm a firebug. I'd love to show you a
Perfect. Let's go ahead and do that. We appreciate that, George. Thanks.
Thank you.
Wow, what a neat product. It didn't even burn the paint off the side of the cabinet before the fire was extinguished. Just a little bit of mess to clean up, but it's a lot better than cleaning up the aftermath of a fire that could have occurred. I'd like to bring on Terry Flanagan, the NIFAS fire expert, and ask his opinion of this product. Terry, what do you think about the Stoveranger product?
Steve, I'm very impressed. I'm convinced that this product in every home would greatly reduce the number of injuries or property damage due to kitchen fires. One of the most unique features I like about it is that positioned correctly, it'll cover 2 burners at once. And also, this has been left on high with the material still in the frying pan for about 20 minutes now, and there's no sign of reignition.
Terry, thanks. To buy your Stoveranger product today, please visit NIFAS at www.nifas.org and order your Stoveranger product today. You can't afford not to have one protecting your family.